everybody, welcome again to another video. If this is your first time on my channel, you're so much welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, it's a pleasure coming on your screens today. Thank you so much for your support on my channel. Thank you for your comments, your subscriptions, thank you for your likes. And today's video, we're going to be using University of Oslo as a case. Let's see the documents you need to apply to the University of Oslo. His admissions will be starting in October. And let's see the documents you would need to apply for a master's program. Let's get right into it. The University of Oslo has specialized admission requirements for every program, and that's why I'm unable to answer certain questions you asked me in the comments as to what do you need, because it's course and school specific. But then there are some general documents here that will be applicable to every other university and every other program of study. But let's go right into the website. So as you can see, I'm on the University of Oslo page, UIO, and a master's and PhD programs. I see all the study programs. Then we can choose economics. I am advocating for more students in economics, but please don't go for it if you can't. It's not my fault. So the admissions, so this is how you would do if you want to find your specific program. So check my requirements. So you're supposed to answer certain questions here. Which country are you a citizen of Ghana? And then do you have a permit or renewable? No. Which country did you obtain your higher education? Ghana. Do you have higher education qualifications from another country? No. So this is going to show you your admission checklist. Let's see. This is the information I gave them. Application portal opens 15th. Application deadline is 15th. Just 1 month. Number of places 77. Study program starts in August. Students from your country must pay tuition fees. That we know. And then the checklist, academic background. These are the things you need. You need a bachelor's degree in Ghana. Then this is the grade. So those of you that have been asking, what grades do you need? It's course specific, so you would have to go and check the minimum grade. It should be comparable to Norwegian C, and Norwegian C is around B, so that's like second class upper or lower. Yeah, second class upper over here in the British system. So that's what they need, and they do not convert, so it has to be equivalent to all of this. Then these are the requirements. Your courses should have had this. You must also submit GRE. There will be some programs here that do not require GRE, but for the economics program at UIO, they require GRE. The language requirement, English language proficiency must be documented with a valid TOEFL if you are not covered by one of the exemptions. So check the exemptions. The test of English as a foreign language, do you have this? IELTS, you check the requirements there and see. Then, are you exempt from an English test? These are the people that are exempted. Let's go to the country specific exemption, because that's the most important one. If your country is not there, I'm sorry, you would have to write TOEFL. Yeah, South Africa is exempted, so you would have to go through. Ghana is not exempted, so I need to submit TOEFL if I want to study economics in the University of Oslo, unless you have a Cambridge. So you need GRE, you need TOEFL, and then financial requirements. You need to, where am I? Financial, yeah, you must document your finance to stay in Norway in order to be granted this. If you are offered admission, you or your sponsor must immediately transfer the required funds. So this is the living expenses by UDI, and then you would have to check the tuition fees, as we've done in one of our videos, to see the cost of studying there. So you would also need the following documents. So after the language proficiency, you need your secondary education. If you have any higher education, you need that. If you are completing studies after application deadline, you need attestation. If you are being financed, you need to document the finance. You need your identification, that's your passport. You need translation of documents if needed, and then GRE and GMAT. So that is for the University of Oslo. To be fair, we are going to check data analytics to see. So now let's change the study program to data analytics, so data science. For 2-year masters admissions, check my requirements. So the same thing, I would say Nigeria. See, I'm being generous. Do you have a residence permit? No. Which country did you obtain? Nigeria. Do you have higher education qualification from another country? No. So show my admission checklist. We are sorry, but you cannot apply to the study program. This program is only open to Nordic applicants, EU applicants, and applicants residing in Norway. This is why you need to check before you start anything. Do your research at the earliest. As soon as you know you want to study abroad, start doing your research. So let's check. Computational science, that's computer science. Admissions. So they have different type, and I know this is the one that's more like computer science. Let's see. No, we did Nigeria. So for Nigeria, the admission portal opens 15th October. Application deadline is 15th November. Study program starts August. Student from your country must pay tuition fees. And then the academic background, this is what you need. The same second class upper in the British system, or the American BE. Then these are the courses you are required to have had a minimum grade of C, and then the language requirements, it's just going to be similar. So it has all the computations here, and then the exemptions are all the same. Then financing, all the same documents, and then ranking of applicants. So Nigeria also requires that you send your transcript, so you just have to be cautious when you're reading this. Make sure you check everything out. So it's not a one-size-fits-all. Some documents that are required are the same, especially the ones from UDI, for instance. it will be the same documents you need for every other university, but then the universities would have their specific requirements for specific programs and specific countries. So that's why I can't come and say bring this, bring that. But the general ones I can say you should have are: one, your passport, which is very important. It just shows that you're ready to travel. So have your passport in place, have your transcripts in place, your high school diploma, and then your bachelor's if you're going for a master's. You need your certificates and your transcripts. Then you need letters of recommendation. Some schools require you to submit letters of recommendations. Sometimes they will ask for 3, sometimes they'll ask for 2. So have 2 of them or 3 of them there. Then you would also need to have your test, your English test, your language test. If you're, and it will depend on the country you're coming from or the school you're going to even. So you would have to check what the school is requiring you to have. Then you can also, then the most important one is having your finances sorted. You would need to submit your proof of financial, your proof of finance that you can fund yourself in this university for 2 years, or if it's a 3 years program, for 3 years, in addition to tuition fees. At the initial stage, you just need to submit the bank statement showing that this amount of money is in your account or in your sponsor's account, or you have a job in Norway that would pay the amount, or you have it in your bank account, or you have a scholarship, or you have a loan. So just have that on the side. And when you get into the program, that is when they will now ask you to send the money to the university. So take note, you don't need to send the money during the application processes. When you have gotten in, then you need to submit the money to the school. Then what else did I miss? Then you would also have to submit GRE, depends on the university, that's graduate record exams, or GMAT, depend on the university and depend on the program that you are going to take. Every university has a different requirement. So let me know if you want me to do. So it's just like a vote. The number of the higher votes for a particular university and a particular course, then we can go through the requirements together. You just tell me the country you're coming from, and then I'll check the requirements for you and explain to you what you're saying. So just let me know in the comment section if you want me to do that. And that's just all for now. I will see you in the next video. If you've watched this video to this point, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and support your girl. It's road to how many Ks? You decide. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.